Right now I'm feeling uncomfortable. It's a sensation in the body which feels like you're constantly out of place. You're not yourself. There's this dull ache in the muscles and a bit of discomfort around the chest as well. This discomfort is there to keep nudging me, to keep pushing me, to keep inviting me to search, uncover, and resolve some things that need to be resolved. Some things that either I have forgotten about or which I remember on my list. They are on my list, but which I have not yet focused on. Earlier today, in the morning, I was feeling a different sensation. It was actually a feeling of indifference, where I didn't really mind what I would be doing that day. This state of indifference is a transitional state between being misaligned and being fully aligned. And it is the kind of phase in which we are emotionally vulnerable. So the smallest thing can swing our emotions in one direction or another. This gives us an opportunity to experience a range of different feelings in order for us to integrate them, so that we can integrate them. During this time, it is paramount that we look at what we're experiencing, constantly observe our emotions, and be very careful not to be persuaded down a negative path, or perhaps down a misaligning path. One of the actions that can invite us to do that involves TV. There are not many things on TV that can help us enter alignment. Most of the things are misaligning. Either they tell us how bad and how fearful the world is, or they create a false sense of happiness. A false sense of happiness. Which is very addictive. We look at some people who appear to be having a good time, and we forget ourselves. We forget our own state. So we live through those people on the screen, but that doesn't help us. It doesn't help our own life. It does not help to move our own state. It's only a temporary mask. What helps us move our own state is to sit, to think, to write, to observe, and to give ourselves the time to integrate what we're going through. And this is what I'm doing today. So this state of being indifferent about anything is actually quite a good place to be, because there is almost no resistance. So you could literally do anything as long as you have a list of things that you have prepared previously. You can then just go, alright, I'm just going to do the next thing on that list, or I'm just going to do the most exciting or the most easy thing on that list, just so that I can just take a little step forward. And because you're indifferent and there is no resistance, you can just pick that task up and then start doing it. There is no resistance, but there's also no motivation. So to motivate yourself, you need to think about how good it would feel to clear another task from that list. How good it would feel to have fewer things that you would need to do. So there's a lot of power in this state. There's a lot of opportunity for moving in an aligned and positive direction, as long as we are aware of what's happening and why it's happening, and why we may sometimes feel like not doing anything, just feeling like you don't care. As long as we are careful not to follow the crowd, not to follow the environment, during this state, because we're so easily influenced by other things, the environment can have quite a significant effect on how we feel. And so it is highly recommended to be in a place which invites alignment. It is highly recommended to be around people that have a positive influence, or that can provide a positive influence on our life. It's interesting because this state, for many years, I didn't know how to deal with it. When I would go for this, what I'm going through now, and feel this discomfort and unease, I didn't know what it was all about. I didn't know that this is a transitional phase. I didn't know how to handle it. So I would quite often go down the route of feeling like I needed something, like I have this emptiness that needed to be filled with something external, be it food or TV or people. And now I recognize that whenever I feel needy, that I need something, it means that I am in this state of indifference, discomfort, and transition, a plateau, if you like, from one phase, from one state of being to another. It's there to nudge me to search for things that need to be resolved, and not actually not try to cover that feeling with external stimuli.